basically directly to YouTube creators. There's a tactic out there used by big YouTubers all over the place. And it's called, you're only doing it for the views. You're milking it. You're doing all this stuff. And really, at the end of the day, all it means is shut up. I don't want to be criticized. And I'm going to use my power user status on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube to silence you. So, Tommy, why did you put KOSDF in the title? Why didn't you just put YouTuber? Because he's guilty of it, and I can. And that's the whole point. See you around. Jeff's off today. It's Shot from the Point. Dead, everybody. Check it out.
Independent excellence, devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist, fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne, running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me, head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree, Chi-Town, the King's.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Huffman's off today. He'll be back tomorrow. This is, I'm going to talk about a lot of YouTube news, and I'm going to take your calls today. But I want to get this off my head. And I know this is going to come off as, oh, you're just trying to start shit with KOSDF again. I'm a little sick of this fucking argument. I grew up watching sports outside of New York City, and we had a radio station called WFAN in New York, right? Where George Steinbrenner, the then owner, now deceased owner of the New York Yankees, took shit constantly for the moves that he made, the things that he said, and the way he behaved. From the media and from fans alike. Mr. KOSDF, TK, guys like Keemstar, and other powerful YouTubers. I've been in wars, so to speak, with two other bigger YouTubers than me. I've made peace with them now. One would be David is Gaming HD, and the other one would be Nick Cash. Both times his tactic was used. You're only doing this for the views. Well, KOSDF is no different. He even went as far when he got in an argument with Colossal's Crazy, and he made himself look very foolish. This law student that finished in the top 15% of his class, law student, was just taken apart by Colossal's Crazy. He deleted the tweets. And when it was pointed out to him, his only excuse was, you're only doing this for attention. You're only doing this for views. Well, certainly people that are involved that are fans of Baited and fans of Catch 33 and fans of my podcast know damn well that Colossal's Crazy doesn't do anything. He doesn't really need help or attention from people like KOSDF. He is friends with some of the most powerful YouTubers on this platform. Leafy's here, Grade A Under A, who I've been in a call with. So it's a fact. Some of the biggest guys. He was the one that ironed out all the interviews for Baited because he had that kind of reach. He certainly doesn't need a owner of an esports team for attention. What he was doing is he was pointing out criticism. He was pointing out faults in KOSDF, which you are entitled to make as a YouTuber. If you're an esports fan and you think that TK's losing too much, you have every right to be a video. You have every right to make a video. And KOSDF has every right to defend himself from that. But that's not what they do. They use what's called a red herring fallacy to defend themselves. Why? Because it works. The red herring distracts. And that's the idea. Instead of taking on the criticisms that you're getting from Colossal's Crazy, or you're getting from the fan that thinks you guys are losing too much, you say, what you're saying to me isn't true. You're only looking for attention. It's designed to shut you up. Let's take the situation with me and KOSDF, okay? I got something wrong. Did a video supporting a situation against the homeowners association in Cobb County, Georgia. I was actually warned not to do it because I was told he was such a sensitive prick, right? I was like, well, yeah, but I'm supporting him. I was like, no, he's a real asshole. I was like, all right, sure. Sorry I didn't listen to you, Mackenzie. Sorry. And so I got one thing wrong. I swear, I think I got it tied up with I was watching a show on a poker player named Tom Dwan, and he dropped out of Boston College to pursue his poker career, and I think I got the two confused. That was just a God's honest mistake. Well, he writes me back. He goes, stop shading me, bro. Like he's from the hood or some shit like that. I mean, he's obviously just like he's McLovin. I don't know. Stop shading me, bro. Again, already starting the you're doing it for attention argument. Even before he engaged with me, I finished in top 15 my class. Did I come back like a prick? No. No, I was like extremely apologetic. He followed me back. I told him DMs. I said, God, it's not a mistake. I'd be happy to retract. Right? And he said, well, I thought you were shading me. I said, what's shading me? He's like, told me what it meant. I'm like, well, that's just simply not true. So what he did is he invited all his, because he's a power user on YouTube, or on Twitter, all this fucking hate, which, by the way, I can take. It's not a big deal. Angry COD players that, I mean, really, if you are stupid enough to worship an athlete, an esports owner to the point where you get physically angry over something like this, then there's nothing I can do to change your mind. There's nothing I can do for you. You're kind of a fucking weirdo, to be perfectly honest with you. There's nothing I can do about it. But KOSDFF is uniquely aware that he has, and other YouTubers, by the way, that he has fans like this. So instead of going out and saying, hey, we got it straightened out, misunderstanding, I had to wait like 10 minutes and say it myself. It's like, I hope you guys, I'm a fan of you. I'm a fan of Kaz. I'm like, it's misunderstanding. That was it. So the next day, this all happened when I was at a bar, right? As you guys know, I basically do a show about what I find interesting about life on YouTube, right? I do it every day. So I made a thumbnail, and I wrote, heavy drinking. It was about my night at overnight in Germany, and pissing off KOSDFF, right? I had not broadcast the link yet. I just put the link up. I put a picture of him, and I put a picture. Somebody made me one of the Beck Skulls memes. When me, like I was like in a devil hat, looked like something out of Doom. And I posted this, and I said, and pissing off KOSDFF. Well, guess what he came back with? I wasn't going to go on there, and I hadn't. The thing is, you're making more videos, anything for views, right, bud? Ha 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 ha. Fucking crying emojis. Here's the best part. Stupid ass, who was upset with me for not, getting his college education right, which he's very insecure about, didn't realize I hadn't broadcast yet. What I was going to do is talk about my night of drinking and how I ticked off this famous YouTuber and how it all got straightened out at the end and what an idiot I was, and I was going to have Jeff laugh at me. But this is, by the way, he sends this to me, this angry tweet. Anything for views, right? I guess anything for attention. I hadn't broadcast it. As you guys know, I can make a live event and then broadcast it live, which I do all my shows. I hadn't said anything negative. Well, Clown saw that, and then he fucking went after him. He's like, look, he praised you the entire time. He got into it with Clown, made a fool of himself, deleted all the tweets. Then Scarce he blew the story completely. He said I was bad-mouthing him a little bit, or I'm always nasty to YouTubers, which isn't always true. I go back to Scarce, and I say, hey, listen, you got the story wrong. Scarce says, okay, doesn't make a correction. And then this guy, this KOSDFF, this lawyer, goes on and responds to Scarce with a timeline. My criticism and Clown's criticism is that he was being a pussy for deleting tweets and changing the narrative. He comes in with a timeline of events. Well, listen, here's what happened. This is what happened, and I did this, and he did this. The timeline wasn't even in dispute. We're just calling him a pussy. We're calling him out. And this is why I'm talking to you YouTubers. Call these guys out. Call the Keemstars of the world, the KOSDFFs, the Pyrocynicals, the Colossals is Crazies, the Dead on Daves, whatever. Call them out. Keep calling them out. Otherwise, they're going to continue to be able to use their fans to silence you. And that's not what YouTube's about. He knows this. He's a lawyer. He knows this is an easier tactic to say, you're just doing the red herring tactic shuts people up better than defending himself. Because he never actually defended himself. Not once. Not at any time. I mean, what would he do if he was a defense attorney for a rape, for somebody who was accused of rape? She's just doing it for attention. Counselor KOSDFF, is that it? No, that's it. Defense rest. Just attention. The fuck out of here. You graduated the top 15 in your class and you can't debate? You'd have been the worst lawyer ever. You've been horrible. My message to YouTubers is, I don't care how big they are, PewDiePie, anybody, do not let the fans and this passive-aggressive attack keep you from talking about them. You're just doing this for views. Well, isn't that the point of being a YouTuber? To get views. Now, you should do it within the realm of decency. Don't always do it the way I do it. Do what you want. You should do it within the rules of YouTube, and it shouldn't be hateful. Hate is not only not funny, but it would probably make you look worse. That's why I'm in trouble right now. Once you cross the line of hate, people fucking see that. They just think you're salty. Criticism. KOSDF is not above criticism. Keemstar is not above criticism. Look at Keemstar's thing over the weekend with Bunty King and Leon Lush. Essentially, the entire argument is that you shouldn't be able to make videos about, or you shouldn't make Twitter videos criticizing me. Why doesn't Keemstar want people being critical? Well, not only does he not want people being critical of him, he knows that Twitter videos for guys that have like 10,000 subs and above, or 10,000 followers and above, get views. So by going on this big long rant on why Bunty King can't make a Twitter video and why Leon Lush can, because they're really not entitled to, because they don't have, it's just a fucking silencing tactic. You're doing it for views. It's a red herring, and it's done deliberately, because there is no argument. Of course they can make it. They can make a video. Of course they can criticize him. Nobody's above reproach. That's what this platform's for. Well, all you do, Tommy, is make drama and do drama. Well, guess what? If being a critic, which I am, makes drama, well, I guess I am the biggest drama whore. And I'm in pretty good company. Because look at the news every night. Look at every sports radio station. Look at ESPN. It's all drama. Everything can be tied up to that. It's criticism. You just don't want me criticizing your boy. Tough shit. Now, speaking of those YouTubers and content creators, you got to be ready. Because KOSDF tried to intimidate me. He made no effort whatsoever to rectify the situation and say, hey, look, misunderstanding, me and Tommy are cool. He wanted that. He wanted to say, this is what's going to happen to you. My COD players are going to come after you. When you make these videos and you challenge, be ready, don't pull the victim card, and don't act like a bitch. Call it out for what it is. This is a red herring. You can't take my criticism. You can't deal with my criticisms because you don't have an argument. And ultimately, what you'll hear from somebody like KOSDF, I'm not lowering myself to answer you. That's what they'll say, which if they really felt that way, they wouldn't say anything at all. They wouldn't engage you at all. I'm not lowering myself. You won. You beat them. They don't have an argument. The guy that finished 15 or the top 5% in his class couldn't take Keemstar. Somebody showed me a video of him arguing with Keemstar of spilling a drink. That's why it's probably better that he's in esports. He couldn't be Colossal's crazy. He couldn't be Keem. He couldn't be Colossal's crazy. Criticize. Make your videos. The Detective Deckards of the world. It's a fantastic job. The Colossal's crazy of the world. Harsh. Fair. Have your shit together. Don't do what I did. You make a mistake, own up to it. But these guys are not above this. Not Keemstar, not KOSDF, you name, not me, nobody. Don't let this tactic silence you because it's ultimately wrong. Now, KOSDF, yeah. And if I wanted to throw shade on him, I'd call him fucking that little McLovin. The fact that this image of him being the godfather of esports is fucking comical. It's more comical than, I gotta be honest with you, hey, watch your mouth's fucking Kingdom Hearts thing. It's comical. It's funny. And it shows how insecure he is about his education. And he said something to me, if somebody said something about you and said you didn't do something when you worked so hard for it, I'd probably just correct them. But he didn't just correct me. He sent his cronies after me. And then I wasn't allowed to talk about it, even before I made the video, so to speak. Now, I'm going to make a video about KOSDF or any other YouTube figure anytime I want when I think it's relevant. And I think you should too. Now, I'm not saying a call of arms. Don't fucking hit at KOSDF. That's against YouTube's violation. It's wrong. But if you have a criticism, let's say say one of his players is not picking up the pace on whatever fucking game they're playing. You got every right to do that. Every right. And if anybody tells you you're just doing it for views, you just tell them that's an irrelevant argument. That's not even an argument. It's irrelevant. Answer my criticism or shut up. And 9 times out of 10, they're just going to try to talk you out of it. That's all it is. Talk you out of it. I would not be surprised. KOSDF has answered just about every one of my tweets. Every single one of them. And admittedly, it's over a stupid fucking issue. But it's not like he came in and said, all right, let's drop this shit. Everything's going too far. I did. And when I wanted to talk about it, he sent his little cronies after me again. Keemstar tried to do it to Leon Lush and Bunty. It backfired. Now he wants to quit Drama Alert. And it's probably, and this happened with me and, hey, watch your mouth. But we resolved it. I mean, people get in fights. People get freak out. David is Gaming, who I'm pretty friendly with. I'm pretty cool with him. He tried the same tactic. It's not an argument. It doesn't constitute an argument. It's bullshit. All right, before I take your calls, I'm going to go over some of the stuff that I have. The news I got is Pootie Pie, Fiverr guys. They seem to be back up. Thank you, Pootie Pie. I hope it's their account. The Fiverr guys actually sent me a little thing saying thank you, and I did my little part to bring that to people's attention last Monday. I don't know. That video that King made with the Lance Stewart sanitizer trick, I thought that was a really lame effort to blame Lance Stewart for a kid being incredibly stupid. I'm sorry. If your kid digs Superman and he jumps off a fucking building thinking he can fly like Superman, I don't think it's DC Comics' fault. And I don't think it's Lance Stewart's fault. We used to do that thing all the time. I feel awful for that child. But it looked to me like they're getting a lawsuit, and I don't think Lance Stewart has any possibility, and I think Keem hinted that he had responsibility. A lot of people want me to talk about Onision. I got to be honest with you. I find Onision so... I don't think I've ever mentioned him before. Well, no, except for Basir. I find the guy so boring and so disgusting. Yeah, he's judging 14-year-old girls. Yeah, it's probably not against the law. I don't know what to do about it. I mean, I honestly... I don't... we may end up talking about Catch 33, but the guy is just so repulsive. He doesn't care what you... Like, Bionic Pig did a really good video. He doesn't care what you think. There's a guy you probably shouldn't criticize. Just so he goes away. And he's a real disgusting human being. I don't want to talk about him, to be honest with you. That's all I can say. I've never been interested in his whole act. Yeah, he's fascinating. Yeah, he's good looking and all that other stuff. But he's strange. And I think Sear gave a good... I would love to give Sear another interview because it was my fault, not his. But I think Steer gave some real insight on who Greg Onision is. Grade A Under A made a video about Santa Claus. Okay? And I'm not this... Look, this is not me fucking... I know me and Grade have history. All right? But I'm honestly not fucking bashing him this time. I'm just going to say this is how I feel, and this is why the video failed. Santa Claus is sacred in North America. I think more so than Europe, and I live in Europe, so I get that feeling. I saw a guy when I was a kid tell an adult tell a child there was no such thing as Santa just because I guess because the kid was being annoying in a Burger King, and his father kicked this guy's ass right in a Burger King. I was about 15 years old. I mean, kicked his fucking ass. Bow. I'm not going to argue with any Grade's arguments about Santa Claus, but I'm guessing he didn't grow up in a Christian home, and I know he didn't grow up in North America. He lost like 2,000 or 3,000 subs saying Santa Claus not real. Great, no shit. It's just a tradition and people like it. That's it. That's what he really missed. He doesn't understand why there's so much emphasis on it. And there is, and a lot, especially in North America. And Canada too. He doesn't understand because I don't think he grew up in that culture. I'm not saying he's doing anything wrong or anything like that, whatever. People are freaking out. There's a lot of people just like, how dare you say things about Santa Claus, our fictional character. But it's just somewhere that there's no... Santa doesn't have to say, you're only doing it for views. His elves will do it for him. I didn't think the video was very good. Otherwise, I just thought it was like a lot of like, well, no shit, Grade. I mean, it's an old sort of Christian tradition with kids, and usually they figure it out themselves when they're about 9 or 10. My daughter already figured it out. You know why? Because I live in Europe, and my mother-in-law or ex-mother-in-law thought it'd be okay to tell her when she was 7. Because she didn't want to lie to the kids. No, she wanted to ruin North American Christmas because we were pretty much doing it like we did back home in New Jersey. So she wanted to ruin it for me. And she ruined it for my daughter, and my daughter doesn't buy the Santa Claus thing, and she's only 8. Sucks. Christmas is never cooler than when you... I remember that sweat at night. Like, oh my God, I got to fucking will myself to sleep because I'm going to get gifts, and if I'm up, then I won't get shit. I mean, I don't know. That's the last time I knew magic. So I don't think Grade understands that. And this is just a criticism. I'm not like hating on him. I'm not saying this has anything to do with some of the things I've said about him being a school teacher. I'm just saying he misjudged this big. 718-395-7660. 718-395-7660. I'll take your calls. Or I'll take you in, what do you call it? I'll take you guys in, I'll see. Uncle Dipshit, Discord, download Discord below.
Hey.
Discord down the air. What do you got for me?
Can you hear me?
What do you think of the, yes, I hear you loud and clear. What do you got for me, bud?
I think the whole thing with KOSDFF, where like his arguments and like red herrings and stuff, is just complete BS. I really hate when people do the whole, like, kind of quote unquote arguments, that sort of thing, where it's not really a real argument and there's no substance to it whatsoever.
I don't particularly like it either. No,
it's like the thing I hate most in people when they make that sort of thing.
Well, I think KOSDFF sells me as a businessman, and I think for some reason, probably falsely, every kind of criticism that comes in probably threatens his business. So he just tries to silence everything, which is dishonest. Yeah. And you know what? You don't get that luxury when you're on YouTube. You know what I mean? Thanks for the call, bud. I'm going to try to follow through a lot of calls tonight because I haven't been on in a while.
No problem.
All right, good call. Let's take some phone numbers. 931, you're on the air.
Tommy, I've known you for a long time.
You have? I don't know who you are.
It's old school Matt.
It's old school Matt. How are you doing, old school Matt? What's up, brother?
Yeah, I'm not working today, so there's that.
What do you got? Stay on topic, baby. Stay with me.
Look, man, I'm your buddy, and even you can be a major asshole sometimes.
Fair enough.
The thing is, though, this anything for views thing, if you're on YouTube, you'll do almost anything for those views. Well,
yeah. I mean, I'd be lying. I put KOSDFF in there to get views. There's no doubt about it, but I think it's relevant to what I'm talking about. I think if you're putting boobies in there and stuff like that and not showing boobies, that's the problem. That's misleading. But we've gotten to a point where everything is fucking clickbait. I mean, everything is clickbait. Everything there's something wrong with. Everything. So I think that's bullshit. And I think you can goof on.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen your channel clickbait before.
Well, it depends. Some people think I clickbait all the time just by simply like criticizing Pootie Pie or something. The Fiverr thing. Doesn't matter what I want to talk. I want to talk about trending issues. It's that. I mean, like Zaptai just made this great video on religion, right? Can you imagine some Christian? You're only doing that just to piss Christians off. Can you imagine that? You're only doing it because you hate. Like it's just a lame fucking argument, bro. All right. Anything else, bro?
What was that?
Anything else? I got to get to the other calls, brother.
Yeah, I'm good, man. Congrats on the Catch 33.
Thanks, man. Thanks. I hope you like it. Thank you so much. Let's see who we can get. Bitsky, you're on the air. What's up?
Hey, yo, what's up, Tommy?
Hey, man. How can I help you today?
All right, so what I wanted to bring up was the, the Lane Stewart sanitizer kid?
Yeah.
The problem with that video was that the video was called Do-It-Yourself Sanitizer Trick or Fire Trick. Uh-huh. But in the they just randomly at only one point in the video, they said, don't try this at home. Okay. But the kids only hear what they want to hear. I'm 14. Sure. I hear what I want to hear sometimes. The kid was like 8 or 9. I don't understand why they wouldn't want somebody to do it, but they say do it yourself.
All right, that's a fair criticism.
I can't hear you. You're cutting in and out.
I'm cutting in and out? How do I sound now?
You sound good now.
Okay, those are my. That's a fair criticism. I think that's a more fair criticism. Here's the thing. Let's say they put that in and said I don't think they're entitled or not entitled. I don't think they're required to do that. I got to be perfectly honest with you. If I would have never done that at 8 years old because I wouldn't want to put fire on my hands. And if I was so concerned as an adult that my kid was that impressionable, admitting, I'm not blaming these parents just yet because I don't know exactly what happened. I wasn't impressed by the parents I saw, by the way. But I mean, like you do a stunt, you do a trick. Don't try this at home. It's not going to keep you from a lawsuit. So there's really no reason to do it one way or another. And I got to be honest with you. It's like I said before. If they jumped off a fucking building and landed in a pool and the kid tried the same thing, I'm sorry, they're not responsible. You cannot be responsible for absolutely everything. Yeah. I mean, it's a dumb thing to do. But yeah, the do-it-yourself, and I suppose. But I mean, really, how culpable they are. How can you do this stuff? I mean, when I make videos, I think I'm talking to 15-year-olds and up, all the way to like 50. I don't know. Somebody out there might be taking what I say right now about a YouTuber and thinking that YouTuber should die. even though I didn't say anything about that. And maybe he does it. And certainly there's going to be some person out there that says I'm responsible for it. I'm sorry.
But with this, it's kind of like you can't always blame the parents because you can always blame the parents, but not every is as protective of their child like you are. Like I remember on a podcast a while back, you and Dave were talking about how you guys check your children's internet history, and if anything's missing, then they get in trouble if anything's deleted. But not all parents do that. They just hand their kids a computer, an iPad. I remember myself.
But you know what? The argument. I got to interrupt you.
Because of viruses.
I got to interrupt you.
That fucked me up.
That.
And I mean, shit. And I wasn't the one to blame. It wasn't my fault. It was because my parents didn't watch over me because they gave me a computer at the age of 5.
Bingo. But you just made the argument why it is the parents' fault. You realize that? Because it's for the reasons that you just said, for the reasons you just said, they have to be responsible for that. Now, look, a kid jumps off tragedies happen. A kid jumps off a fucking building, does something crazy, runs in front of a car because he thinks he's the Flash.
You're cutting in and now,
I'm sorry. That's just the situation with Discord. I mean, a kid. All right, here we go. A kid, jumps off a building or does something crazy or does something, that's there comes a point in time where, that the parents aren't responsible. Sometimes kids are stupid. And there's nothing you can do. Or tragedies happen. Sometimes smart kids do dumb things. But I got to be perfectly honest with you. I just don't see, and I think it was you want to talk about clickbait. I think that's a cheesy way to say, to get people in there saying that Lance Stewart, or hinting that Lance Stewart may have caused this tragedy anyway. The only person that caused this tragedy, that poor kid's hands, was him.
Yeah.
And you know what? Lance Stewart didn't have custody of him. His parents did. So I will just leave it at that. Okay, bro.
All right. Thanks. Thanks for answering my call.
Really good call. I mean, I'm not trying to blame the parents on everything, but I mean, come on now. 419, you're on the air.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? Tommy, say you're on the air.
Hey, dude, you are so awesome.
No, you're awesome. Thanks, man. What's on your mind, bro?
So, I have a quick question.
Sure.
If you and Keemstar, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you guys were, if he apologized and stuff, and you guys were cool again, right?
I wouldn't work with him, but if he apologized, I'd probably say, okay, we're cool. Yeah, whatever. But I mean, I gotta be honest with you, for what I'm doing now, there's a lot to criticize. It doesn't. I honestly think Keemstar would only apologize to me to silence me. And I can't do that.
Yeah,
I can't do that. I couldn't do that if I wanted to. I couldn't talk about Lance Stewart. I couldn't talk about a lot of things. So I think that's the only reason. And the more time goes by, I think that's the only reason I was unbaited, dude. It wasn't because I'm funny. It wasn't because I was my laugh, and it wasn't because I was talented. I think it was just to shut me the fuck up.
Dude, I every time you left, I laughed because you oh my god, it was so funny.
Thank you. I'm glad you liked that. All right, man. I'm gonna get to some of the other calls. All right.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I really do appreciate the compliments. I do. I never want to think that. I never want you guys to think that I don't appreciate that stuff. I do. Right. Irish Badass, you're on the air.
Irish Badass.
I can hear myself in the background there. Irish Badass. What's up?
Hi.
What's up?
I think that everybody needs to know how you got the story.
Okay, go ahead.
And at KOSDFF, if you were listening, I gave time to see the story because it was time sensitive. Your videos that you put up are delayed by 2 days. So that's how we see the videos.
Mm-hmm.
When you're having trouble with an HOA and you're getting fined every single day that you guys are there, and you had only lived there, 3 weeks, I immediately went to one of my sources, Stud Muffin TV, who does a podcast 5 days a week, who could have got some attention for you, positive attention for you, had drawn enough attention for you to help you.
Let me interrupt you. Let me interrupt you a little bit because you're a little Irish Badass. You're a little cut off. You're a little cut off. Let me help the audience a little bit. Irish Badass was in a DM with me, and they dropped the story. She dropped the story. And I took interest in KOSDFF's story because it affects me personally, and I was having an issue with a neighbor right now. That's why I'm in my new office and stuff, so I don't get in trouble. And we may end up soundproofing the stuff because this is how I earn, right? So she sent me the article saying I would this is something I would be interested in, something I could talk about. And it's not like, look, he's got 900,000 subs, but I thought it was an interesting topic, and I thought I could support in some I don't know if in a meaningful way, but definitely get people interested in this type of stuff. There's all sorts of YouTubers having problems with this type of stuff.
Absolutely.
KOSDFF only heard one mistake I made. Admittedly, he actually turned off the stream after that. He never listened.
And hung on to that.
Yeah, and he didn't listen to the rest of the stream. He didn't realize it was like a mega mistake. And then he sent his Twitter followers after me, and then followed me to scold me. He decided it was a chance to scold me, And
yes,
yeah.
What he also needs to realize is that I got you. How long was that video, sweetheart? Wasn't it like 25 minutes long?
Yeah. I watched the whole thing. It was fascinating. I was really impressed with the guy. I thought he's really bright. I was impressed. But I tell you something. When I was told prior to doing that broadcast not to do any favors for KOSDFF because he's a rotten human being. I was told that was word for word, right? And I did get the feeling when I watched his video that he may have been snarky to the homeowner guy, and then the homeowner guy took it to the next level, which is pretty much what KOSDFF did to me. I made the mistake, like he left the car outside, right? That he left the car in the street. And, it turned into something else. Then he tried to get me on, well, you're just only doing it for views,
Well, when I got the video also, you were going to be, literally only had 45 minutes. 25 for you and Dave and everybody else who watched the video. Hurry up and do whatever you could to try and save these guys.
I tried to do it. I could. I got to cut you. Your connection is so bad. I got to show up. But thank you so much. But that's like that's the whole thing. Like she tried to help. She thought it would help, and this is what I got for it. And I even apologized. He didn't even try to rectify it publicly. He just went to scold me. I was just correcting him. No, you were scolding me. I didn't listen to it after the point where he said I was a dropout. Well, maybe you should have. Because I've been taking criticism that I should have done my research. Fair enough. That's legitimate criticism. How come you're not held to the same standard, McLovin? You're a punk and a bitch. You're everything we said you are. Because when we said you're a bitch, you're a punk, you're backing out, you're changing the narrative, you're intellectually dishonest, what did you say? You're just doing this for views. Not an argument. Not an argument. 647, you're in the air.
Oh, hey, Tommy.
What's up, man? Turn me off in the background.
I recently just watched the video with Baited. They made a new video, and so they were saying in that video that when you posted this stuff about KOSDFF, and then Colossal just quickly came in to defend you, right? They were saying that, Colossal sucking your dick and he's babying. So, like, what's your honest opinion about that?
It's a red herring. Another one. He didn't. Did they make the argument why Colossal was wrong? No, they just simply said he was sucking my dick. Why would Colossal suck my dick? I have nothing to offer him. Colossal's one of the biggest reasons besides Keemstar that this channel is anything. That you're talking to me now. What does Colossal have to do with it? No, they just said that to insult him. It's a red herring. It's just designed for you to listen to that and say, yeah, you're sucking Tommy's dick, and not think about what Colossal had to say. I didn't listen to the episode. Yeah. I've said everything that I had to say about Keemstar. The only thing I will talk about Keemstar in the future is when, like, the situation with Lance Stewart, stuff like that. I've said everything I'm here to say about Baited. I said I put it all out there. I took criticism for it. I lost subs for it. And I mean every word I had. I'm sorry. The only thing that I didn't do, and I will do right now, I didn't apologize to the fans. I understand why you're pissed at me and Keem and Clown that we couldn't put it together, but I can also tell you we tried to do our best, and I'm sorry you don't have your normal entertainment. And I'm saying that to you too as a caller. I apologize.
Yeah, it's fine. I don't share the same opinion. So, also really quick, it's actually my 16th birthday. Can I get a quick happy birthday?
Happy? You want to get blown up for your birthday?
No.
Why not? It's cool to get blown up by Tommy Say. What are you talking about?
All right, sure. Whatever.
All right. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Get out of here. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Birthday. All right, let's try one of the things. Let's put in Nick. You're on here.
Oh, hey. How's it going?
You tell me, brother. What's on your mind, man?
Sorry, I just need to mute the screen. So I had a quick question actually about kind of followers of stars. It happens a lot when you've got someone that's like a big YouTuber or Twitter personality or whatever. They seem to have a lot of followers, which I assume are kids. They just kind of talk negatively of somebody else, like Costa, for example, with you. And then loads of hate gets directed their way, like blindlessly, people who don't kind of follow the facts at all. It seems to happen so much. It happens even with you, to be fair. I think even you've got a lot of fans which just kind of
that's probably
go after
fair.
someone.
That's probably fair. And I don't mind. In fairness to Kosdf, I don't mind when they fucking go after people in my name. But the thing is, the only thing I can worry about, if I could defend myself, I only really have to worry about with the person that I'm, I guess, fighting with or engaging with or arguing with. Yeah. I can't really control those other people. But I would be dishonest if I went to somebody and said, and I'll let you finish your question. If I went to somebody and said this. You got the shit wrong. I really was in the Army, right? And they came back to me and said, I'm sorry, I'll correct it. No problem. Just let people know. And I saw people, like my own people, saying, how fucking dare you? He served his country and stuff. Everybody cool off. Misunderstanding. But that's not what happened. That's not what he wanted to happen. His ego can't handle it. But what were you saying?
That was basically it. It's actually kind of hard to talk on there because there's a bit of an echo when I'm speaking, so it kind of
There's
throws
a little
me
bit
off
of an echo.
bit.
Yeah, I'm sorry, but go ahead.
Yeah, no, that's all right. So I think I was going to say something else as well, but I can't remember now, so I'll probably say it for another call.
Well, maybe I'll kill that echo for you. How about that?
Better? That's a bit better. It makes it a bit easier for me to speak now.
Yeah, there you go.
I've kind of lost my track anyway. So
it's okay.
It's like this point,
I had a bad setting on. I just realized it, so it wasn't 100% your fault.
Yeah. No worries.
I don't know. Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Wales in the United Kingdom.
Oh, you're Welsh. You're Celtic.
Is that a bad thing?
No. You're one of the Celtic people. I descend from the Irish, the Scottish, the Welsh, and the people from the Isle of Man.
Really?
Where you figure all the Celts when they left Central Europe and they traveled all over, right? And then they really had their bigger societies in Wales, Ireland, and Scotland.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the cults of like, we're going to the Isle of Man, and everybody else is going to go to like much bigger countries. Like, I wonder how that came out. Like, I wonder how like everybody else is in Ireland and much bigger countries, and they were just like, we're going to go into this island that you can pretty much walk across in about 10 hours.
Yeah, it's absolutely mental. Like, I was looking at like the size of Wales, and like for example, and comparing it to somewhere like America, I think you can fit Wales into California, for example, like 26 times or something stupid.
Oh, really?
Like
so how big, is Wales like bigger than New Jersey at least?
I don't think so. I mean, let me check population. I mean, it's very tiny.
No check. That shit's interesting to me.
3 mil.
Yeah, 3 mil. Oh, we got more. Let's say population New Jersey. I got to see this. 3 million. Actually, this is going to blow your mind. Right. There's more people of Irish. New Jersey itself is, as of 2014, is 8.9, so 9 million. 9 million people. That's just a state. That's a state. But this will blow your mind. There are more people of Irish descent in New Jersey than there is in Ireland.
So fucking stupid.
There's more O'Reillys and O'Callahans and O'Hanrahans than there is in Ireland. Think about that.
They just leave and go like fucking mad and start breeding like rabbits.
Yeah, I know. Those fucking. How dare you? You're racist. I'm blowing you up and getting out of here. I'm offended. I'm calling us social justice warriors after you. Get out of here. Just kidding. Thanks for the call. Just kidding. Thanks for the call. 740, you're on the air. 740, you're on the air. Going once.
Hello.
What's up?
How you guys doing?
You're doing great, man. I'm by myself today, but we'll have the chin in tomorrow. What's up?
Just calling to say the vagina.
I'm really sorry if your connection's fucked up, and if you tried to prank me, I think I heard vagina. That was kind of funny. But that's it. Let's put in fucking Kyle. Kyle, you're in here.
Oh, hey, Tommy.
You what's up, man?
Not much. How about you?
I'm great.
Have you heard about the second Fiverr guy that got banned?
No.
Because of being in PewDiePie's video. It was one of the guys who dressed up as Jesus.
I thought they got the thing back. I got a report here. They got it back.
The original Fiverr guys did. The 2 Indian guys.
Yeah.
Another guy got banned.
So, for what?
I don't know.
We got to get to the
That's what
bottom.
everyone's confused about. He's been putting videos up on.
I keep hearing that, I don't know, the company Fiverr is from Israel, and maybe I don't know. I don't want to say that because that immediately turns into some anti-Semitic bullshit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I don't want that.
I do a lot of work on Fiverr myself, so.
God.
I'm glad the Fiverr guys got their stuff back because they would have lost a lot of money otherwise.
You doing stuff on Fiverr, huh?
Yeah.
Shit. Oh. Well, thanks for letting me know, man. Well, you got my you got personal stuff for me.
Yeah.
Fire some articles over or something. So I got to get on top of that. All right, Santa.
All right.
Yeah, hit me up on Facebook. All right, bro.
Yeah.
Peace.
All right.
Peace. Actually, I got to talk to him about something. Anyway, 321, you're on the air.
Oh, hello. I was calling in about the whole Stuart Keemstar thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
In regards to the whole, like, Keemstar kind of bringing up Lance Stewart, I feel like a lot of it was in relation to Keemstar already kind of branding Lance Stewart as, like, this clickbait king, so he already kind of doesn't like him.
Yeah, well, he doesn't like anybody. Personal experience.
And then a lot of that, so I feel like it wasn't really like directed at Lance Stewart, because I'd imagine there's a lot of videos about that, because I used to do the same shit when I was like 14.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like a lot of it just came kind of going like, yeah, fuck you, Lance Stewart.
I don't know. I think with Keem, it's like, I think he sees everybody as competition, you know, and I think that's what the big lecture that he gave that backfired on him with Bunty and Leon. And he uses these tactics to kind of shut people up and silence them, and kind of relies on his blue check mark, so to speak, to do it, because it can be kind of intimidating to get all that shit and wondering what the fuck's going on. I mean, I got somebody that's, you know, he captured my whole family and has put horrible, so I mean, attacking my baby and my daughter and my wife. You know, I mean, look, I'm a cunt and I deserve whatever's coming, you know, but I don't like that. But at the same time, when you make waves as a YouTuber, and that's what I was kind of trying to talk to with people at the top, you're going to get people you're going to get hackers, you're going to get all these people, and you just got to be able to stomach it. And when they use the, you know, you're doing it for views argument, saying, no, why don't you actually answer my criticism? If you can't, I'm going to assume I'm right, and you lost the argument. And I think with the situation with Keem, I think it's just, that's all he does. Like, KOSDF has his, like, tick, you know, just like, shut up, you know? KOSDF has his tick, and then Keem, that's just like his go-to thing, you know? It doesn't really matter. Shut you up, intimidate you. You know, I mean, the guy worked at a law office trying to, you know, get money back. You can't be a nice guy and have that job. He knows what gets people. Look, if Daniel Keem can call you, what the fuck is that? We're no strangers to love. Some jackass fucking. I'll fucking. Who did that? Was that fucking? Well, I'll fucking bug out. I don't know. Somebody attacked my my Discord, by the way, which is funny.
Yeah, it's all good. I have the phone in my ear and it just kind of blew out one of my ears.
Yeah. I apologize. But I dipped out. I don't know who fucking did that. I hope that wasn't my own guy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna find out about that later.
Taking my call.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
All the time when I'm in class and stuff. So have a great.
I hope you enjoy. We'll get shit Jeff back tomorrow. Maybe Lord Vega pretty soon too. But thanks for the call, man. Real good call. Oh man, you did it. You better have done it because then I was thinking like I got hacked or some shit, dude. You fucking punk. You're lucky I love you. And I do fucking love you, Mackenzie. I think you're the greatest. I got this big kick-ass computer. Josh, you're on the air. Joshy boy.
Hey, what's up, Tommy?
What you got, bro?
I was just in the waiting to call to hear the bot. I didn't actually have anything to contribute.
You can't do that. Oh, you just wanted to hear the bot?
Oh, yeah.
Do you want to hear the explosion?
Oh, yeah. Blow me.
There you go. Josh, a good picture. I'm blowing up people I like. I don't know why. If I get hit for fucking... I tell you what, man. Mackenzie, you owe me money if I get copyright fucking thing. I just thought of that, you prick. Who wants to get blown up? Who wants to get blown up? All right, everybody, I got to do this because this is the way YouTube works nowadays. Could you please put a like on it? I usually leave this up to Dave, and I hate doing this. People say I fucking beg for donations. I can't even bring myself to ask for likes. Let me give it as many likes as possible. I got 500 people in there. Get them a little more would be great. I would appreciate that. Hey, maybe KOSDFF will get all fucking types of pics off. In fact, let's check my Twitter. Not yet. Oh man. I'll be doing the Bid Girls podcast real soon. That ought to be fun. Yeah, let's talk about that. All right, KOSDFF hasn't got a word of it yet, but he'll probably reply to it and then have improved my point, perfectly. All right, everybody, I think I had enough. I think we took enough calls. I talked about enough things. It's all the show I can handle by myself. But I want to thank absolutely everybody for sticking around and being a part of this. I got some big news. Unlike Beta, we're going to actually really, unlike Beta, we're going to record a lot. I got a fucking recording session coming up tomorrow for Catch 33. Major graphic overhaul for Shot from the Point or Tommy C's SFTP coming up. 5 broadcasts a week. I don't know if I want to give that information away. Leon Lush will be with us this Wednesday. Interview with the great Leon Lush. So it's like good timing. The thing was scheduled like 2 weeks ago, but me and Leon are going to talk about his... we're going to talk about his situation with Keemstar. We're going to talk about his one of the most talented guys and underrated guys on YouTube. Just past 20,000 subs. But I tell you something, most people like Leon think he should probably have 200K because he's just that good, plays his own music, super, super talented. He's a bit of a jock, too. I think that's kind of interesting about Leon. So we'll be doing an interview with Leon Lush on Wednesday. Big shout out to a guy named Peter King. It's on my Twitter timeline. He did a movie. He interviewed me, but I thought it was just another interview. And I think I put it off for a while, this cat Peter King. And I did the interview, and I'm in this, and he made a movie about Baited. He did. A movie, 30 minutes, on my timeline. Check out Peter. And this guy's like gifted. He's getting 300 hits a video. We're fine. Me and Clown are finding people that are small, that are really, really small, that are super, super talented. Dare I say they're better than me. But I remember doing the interview with Peter, think it was going to be like anything else, but his question's really good. And there's a movie about Baited. I think it's called Right Into the News Part 3 or Episode 3. So big shout out. I may even promote his thing again on Twitter. It's really, really, really good. Thank you much, everybody. Thanks for being a part of the show. I'm out of here. Have a good one. Peace.
Yo, got you in motion with promotion. You can be black or golden, but my flow still put you to the lowest with the motive of spitting bomb lines. That's explosive. I rap.
You know what I mean? Like, I just don't like when someone's portraying a lifestyle or writing something that they don't actually